some Louboutins, you bought her some what are those?
Pointing all these fingers at me, any, mini, miny, mo.
If she holla at me, I'ma catch a cougar by the toe.
All the homies in the stool, it's a dog run.
A Venmo request, baby, I thought this ain't cause none.
Fuck a prenup, baby, ha ha ha, I ain't got none.
You pulled up in a Rari, I'll still fuck her in a Datsun.
Report me to the IRS, she a FedEx.
Louisiana Latin pussy, I be eating Tex-Mex.
I enjoy head, man, I think it's the best sex.
We got food at home, girl, I'm trying to make this check stretch.
Try to make a movie in the stool like I'm Miyazaki.
Dirty talking bad girl, you my little walkie-talkie.
Saucy Asian girl on my chicken, she my teriyaki.
We go independent, girl, they don't got no omakase.
Simple prompt for today. I'm just going to be ranking all of the current Hashira in terms of power pre-mark. Got it? So base level, everybody. I'm not talking about mark feats. I'm gonna kind of go off of mark feats, just off of maybe potential and stuff like that, but that's all. I'm not basing them based off of their strength and mark. You got it? Everyone understand? Okay. Thank you. So don't get it twisted. Like shoot. All right. First, we have the strongest one. Base level and mark. Gyomei. Gyomei is on top, bro. That's all there is to it. It's stated. I mean, just look at him. It's insane to think about. His stone breathing is insane. Stone breathing is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, besides Sun and the other one that I won't spoil for anime watchers. But yep, that is it. Gyomei is on top. Do I think all the other Hashira would put up a good fight against him? Of course, they're Hashira. But at the end of the day, he killed a demon with zero training with his bare hands and beat him through the entire night. Crazy stuff. Second place. Already in my hot take territory. Already in it. I know what you're thinking. Second place? That's Sanemi. Nope. Tengen. And let me explain why. What you guys seriously need to think about is that Tengen is the only Hashira to have fought an upper moon without unlocking his mark at all and to survive. Everyone else unlocks their marks, you understand? They get that power up, which is extremely substantial. I'll go over that a little bit more when I get to Tokito. But Tengen didn't have a mark. Did he need help? Absolutely. Would Gyotaro have killed any of the other Hashira? Absolutely. The only ones that would stand a chance against Gyotaro is Gyomei right there, because he's so big that the poison would take longer to circulate all the way through his body. So Gyomei would definitely stand a chance. If Nezuko wasn't there, he would die. So would Tengen. And he's the only Hashira with resistance to poison. And we saw what that poison did to Tanjiro. One hit to the chin. He was on the ground. My boy was messed up. Tanjiro got screwed up. And it wasn't even like a minute after he got stabbed by Gyotaro's poison. So that stuff is strong. That stuff is strong, bro. And Tengen was able to fight for hours with that in his system. None of the other Hashira could do that, other than maybe Gyomei. Gyomei might be able to kill them before the poison actually gets to him, as much as it did Tanjiro. Or Shinobu. Shinobu is very quick on her feet, and she also is a pharmaceutical genius. So I don't know if she'd be able to concoct something to counter it. I'm not too sure how she would do against it, but it's within the realm of possibility, and I don't think it's that outlandish to say she might be able to do something. Anyway, though, Tengen is the only one to have done that. Rengoku's the only other one who fought, the only other Hashira that fought an upper moon without a mark, and my boy got killed. I'm not gonna make the joke that everyone's thinking. He got killed though. He's dead. Rengoku's dead. Tengen's alive. And he had help, yes, but he also was the only reason they won that fight. If he wasn't there from the get-go, guess who would have died? Everyone there. Show's over. So that's what I have to say about that. And one more thing to keep in mind is he was intensely nerfed that whole fight. If you go back and rewatch it or read the manga, it happens in both, so it's canon. He decapitates Daki when Gyotaro comes out and he's fighting them. He decapitates Daki and extends the sword with his finger. Super cool scene. Cuts Gyotaro's throat. Nearly ended Upper Moon 6, who has been Upper Moon 6 for the past 113 years. Nearly killed them, bro. Right then and there. And when Gyotaro deflected it, it did cut his throat. It was very close to killing him. When Gyotaro deflected it, though, Tengen knew that he kind of messed up because that was his shot, and now the poison's going to start taking effect, and it's going to be a lot harder. And don't even get me started on musical score technique. The poison was through his body. It was all the way up in there, bro. It was everywhere. It was completely taking over his body. He had to stop his heart. And even with that, in one hand, he was not only holding his own, he was on the offensive against Gyotaro. That's crazy, bro. Musical score technique might be one of the most busted abilities in the entire show. Sorry for rambling on, very passionate about that. But also first in running speed, which does translate to combat speed. How fast you can get to and away from an enemy does matter. Don't say that it doesn't have any impact on an actual fight. Now, let's get to Sanemi. Third place, we got Sanemi. And I think most of you will agree with this. Well, with him being high and at least top 3. But Sanemi, we don't see him a lot pre-mark. We do see him fight some of those demons in the beginning of the Hashira training arc. But they're low-level demons. Still super cool, though. He does fight marked Tokito, though. And Tokito holds his own against him and Obanai, but Sanemi and Obanai don't have their mark yet. So it's important to keep that in mind. But just extremely overwhelming. He's the second fastest in running speed, right behind Mr. Uzui here. So it's very interesting, and I know the stuff we do know about him pre-mark as well is that he has the special blood that he can use in combat. He also has trained to his fullest potential, like he has reached the maximum potential a human could possibly reach. Him and Gyomei both have done that, which is impressive. At least him in his physique and everything, he is at the top. But yeah. Fourth place here. I think this is where it gets My top three, I've thought about that a lot before. I think I'm gonna have to put Giyu at fourth. Again, the only thing we see pre-mark Giyu thus far is he absolutely diffs the living crap out of Rui. He also was fighting off Shinobu, but he wasn't fighting with intent to kill or anything like that, nor was she. So that's not a very solid piece of evidence to present in this argument. But he did create the strongest water breathing technique by himself, which is insane. Water breathing has been a thing since the Sengoku era, back with Yorichi, and there has not been a single person who has been able to find out an 11th form of water breathing. And then my boy Giyu comes out and he does that. I think that's more impressive than creating your own breathing technique. I'm just going to be honest. So, Mitsuri and Tengen, bro. That's cool that you created your own technique. Super awesome. Not nearly as impressive as taking an already what some people thought to be a perfected water or breathing technique and adding a whole new breathing style. Crazy stuff. Crazy. Giyu is crazy. I think I'm going to go Rengoku here. It's hard. I'm thinking Obanai, but I think I'm going to put Rengoku there. Rengoku is incredibly strong. Didn't have a whole lot of training, but you can read with him and you can read about him and Giyu in a book that the author released, and he killed an upper moon or a lower moon too before, and that's how he got Hashira ranking. And I'm pretty sure Heiori was the lower moon 2's name that Rengoku killed, and he used guns. He was lower moon 2, three ranks higher than Rui, and we saw what Rui was capable of. I'm not sure what rank Rengoku was, but Rengoku has perfected his form through studying and just constant, rigorous training. Extremely impressive. He fought Akaza. Akaza was not trying very hard that entire fight until the sun was coming out, and he wanted to get away from the sun. So I don't really consider that, because who knows how quickly Akaza would have disposed of Tengen if he was trying. So I don't really like to use that as a feat. But still super impressive. The Enmu fight was incredibly impressive. He covered a huge portion of that train and no one got hurt. Thanks. Oh. Bless me. And no one got hurt thanks to Rengoku. Did he have help too, though? Yes, he did. He had help from everybody there. But he was obviously the hero of that story, and Akaza would have killed Tanjiro if Rengoku wasn't there. And Akaza would have probably killed everyone on the train if Rengoku wasn't there. Gotten a lot of yummy snacks. Sixth place, going Obanai. His breathing style is really cool and impressive, and the fact that he can fight perfectly. Spoiler alert. He can fight perfectly even without vision is crazy because of his breathing style and because of his snake, and he uses the senses of his serpent. Just super impressive stuff. Kind of hate him because at the entertainment district he was like, oh, you only kill the upper mid 6. That's the lowest of the upper mids. With all due respect, Obanai, you would have immediately gotten pub stomped by Gyotaro, bro. All due respect. All due respect. But yeah, super impressive stuff. Again, this is pre-Mark though, so that's why he's so low. Mark Obanai is a different story. This one is hard. Okay, I'm gonna get it out of the way. 9th place is Muichiro. Muichiro, pre-Mark, he didn't do anything. He was very young, and that's impressive. That also means he still had a lot to learn and still could have gotten way stronger, which is evident by the fact that when he got his mark, he was 100 times stronger, faster, smarter, everything. Pre-Mark, though, he got crapped on by Gyoko. He was not fast enough. He was not strong enough. His sword was dull, but it was still strong enough to do damage and cut those vases, you know, like. But if it wasn't for Kotetsu, Muichiro would be dead right now. And Kotetsu is the only reason he was able to live long enough to unlock his mark. This is all thanks to Kotetsu. He is Muichiro's savior, bro. But he didn't do anything without the mark. He got absolutely turded on, with all due respect. But again, marked Muichiro, completely different story, because I think when the mark happens to someone who hasn't even reached anywhere close to their full potential, it makes them stronger. And Muichiro obviously was the furthest away from his potential than any of the other Hashira. He's incredibly young and was incredibly careless, which is why he got stuck like that. Thank God that the mark is in the universe. Otherwise, again, he would have been killed very easily. Mitsuri, without the mark, I feel weird doing. I'm gonna go Mitsuri and then Shinobu. Mitsuri is, without the mark, she was holding her own. I mean, she was protecting the entire town from Gyoko's fish. She was just running around slaying fish, bro. And not only that, she then came to help with fighting Zuhakuten, which is Upper Moon 4 level right there. Did she like do anything? I mean, she protected Tanjiro and she was fighting him for sure. At the end of the fight, though, even with her mark, Zuhakuten was about to kill her, was about to do what he did to Tanjiro and snatch her up and kill her with ease, and that was marked Mitsuri. So I might not like this, actually. Yeah, no, I'm going to keep it like that just because Mitsuri is physically really strong. Both of their breathing styles they're decent. And they both got those unique swords, but I think I like it like this. Shinobu's extremely fast, extremely smart. But unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of pre-mark Shinobu feats. So, I'm not sure. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you hate my ranking, well then, don't say anything. You're going to hurt my feelings. So, you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless. So it occurred to me about 2 minutes into editing that I was blocking it with my face cam the entire time, or at least the top 3. Yeah, the top 3. So I'll go ahead and show you the full list right here, right now.